everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Rams going up against the 49ers. So let's get out to Santa Clara for the last game of week one, but the first game for our new broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. First carry now for Teron Ward. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The starting 11 on your screen now, and the one we discuss is Torrey Smith.
You would do worse than to just call long pass plays and throw it to Torrey Smith. He can certainly take the top off of any defense.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Rolling to his left. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. The third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
They come up in an offset eye. The first carry is a Los Angeles Ram for Todd Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this offense certainly hoping that a veteran wide receiver in Britt can set the tone here in this one.
And we've seen better maturity out of him as his career has gone on, but no lack of speed. He can still get deep and hurt a defense.
Another carry now for Gurley. Oh, look at the strength.
No.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
In scouting parlance, if you really like a player, they ask if you're going to pound the table for him. Well, when Todd Gurley came out of Georgia, I stood on a table and did backflips. Even with the knee injury he suffered his last year there, I thought he was one of the best runners I'd seen come into the game since Adrian Peterson.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle, he hits Austin. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's brought down. Really hard to imagine a quarterback like this being available in a trade. What an impact he's going to have.
No doubt about it. And all teams are looking for leadership from that spot, and this guy provides it.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. For the 49ers, their starters defensively, and I got to look at DeForest Buckner.
Love him. Tall, angular. What you worry about with guys like that is can they bend and play with leverage? And DeForest Buckner absolutely can. Did everything that was asked of him at Oregon. He's going to have a big-time career with the 49ers. Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Austin's got it left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brian Quick from 8 yards out. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And it's up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 23 yards on the play.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Ward. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Teron Ward, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on now is the all-pro punter from 2015 out of Oregon State, Johnny Hecker, to kick it away. Bruce Ellington back deep for the Niners. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too...
And a loose football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Escobar has it left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. It's an end around. Tavon Austin. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Fresh set of downs here.
Easy.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he bowls over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And quickly they get to the line.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we got it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tavon Austin as the 1st half is winding down. And the Rams add on to their lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Robert Quinn in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now Brady, flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down following the run. From the gun, it's Brady. Got his man over the middle. This is quick. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Brady now on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's third and inches. And Brady will sneak it. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. Third and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for fourth down.
Now this time, Brady will throw. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now Brady throwing on second down. Looking for Brett, intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They run it with Ward. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Now a shotgun snap is and the ball is knocked out. Powell on the catch. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Completes it to Powell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The All-Pro from 2015, Aaron Donald, in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to launch this thing into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Detroit! Let's go! Check 3! Detroit! Detroit! Check 99! Here we go! 319! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch left. Start right there. Set. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Ward, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They go play action here on first down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Dante Dye, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are back within a score. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And some room to maneuver. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 67 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Now a play fake here under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a terrific return there. They're finally able Rams offense now. They get set and head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
To throw, it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. It's the fullback, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Now let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And Gurley having a big day, and they're winning. That's a big reason why. 2012, his freshman year at Georgia. First game, he was a backup. He came off the bench, 100 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, 100-yard kick return. He started every game in his career set.
And he should have, because he is one of the most dynamic forces to enter the NFL, the running back position, in many years. And I think he's only going to keep getting better.
Now Gurley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Brady going to look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Well, last year they were the St. Louis Rams, now the Los Angeles Rams, and starting out under that L.A. title 1-0.
Yeah, and how great do they feel to be back as the Los Angeles Rams and have that one win next to their name. The whole city has to feel great, and they've got to feel terrific representing that city.
They've been pining for it for a long time and starting unblemished. Who knows, maybe on the way to a perfect season.
Who knows, right? Hey, the only way you can get there is to be 1-0.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Los Angeles Rams, winners for the first time since the 90s, as we say goodnight from Santa Clara.
Yep.